the pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Big push down the backstretch is going to give him a good run through the corners.
Just a little bit
Follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight. And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the Friends of Sim Racers Tour Renegade Cup Series closing race of the round of 6 here tonight from the Martinsville Speedway. We're so glad you're joining us here tonight on a wonderful Sunday evening. My name is Joe Towanski, joined up here at the booth tonight by the one and only Mr. Joseph Weaver. And Weaver, buddy, it is an elimination race at the paperclip short track race and decide who will go on to our championship 3. We got a good one in store for the folks at home this evening.
Yes, we do, Joe. Hello, everybody at home tuning in. We thank you for tuning in here at Martinsville. Like Joe said, going to be a cutoff race tonight. Should be pretty fun here, Joe. I think the emotions are going to run high for a couple of these drivers tonight.
Indeed, and this, of course, is your Auto Sim 2 race preview. Remember, Auto Sim 2 is now available on Steam for $9.99. Encourage you to go check out the game, all of its great functionalities, and run whatever race team you want. Make it a championship team across 3 divisions of motorsports. Again, Auto Sim 2, it's now available on Steam. 175 laps around this half-mile paperclip short track. Tonight, it's the round of 6 elimination race, and as we say that, let's turn our attention to those point standings. Now, Jovan Anderson, Tyler Mallon, Randall Coleman, Weaver, they're all looking pretty good on the points here tonight. They're all feeling good. No one has officially clinched to the next round, although you could make the argument that the 93 and 18 have with the amount of cars here this evening, and no outside winners so far in this round. But for Joshua Moyers and Jeff Goodpaster, 68 and 33, they're virtually in a must-win situation.
Yeah, and I think that's where we might see those tempers flare. You know, you're going to have to pull out all the stops, and this is definitely one of those tracks where you kind of pull some stuff out your booty hole and come out here and, you know, snatch a win, but you might have to ruffle some feathers to do it.
You like ruffling feathers?
Sometimes you have to.
Sometimes you have to. Those are the more enjoyable experiences when you know you have to, right? It's not like a...
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Those are your point standings there, and see the typo. It should be Craig Lovell in the 088, not Cody Luke. Apologies there. Greg is here tonight, but we saw on the sheet that he was eliminated, so I assume he hasn't made enough starts in this round to advance with a victory. See cars rolling out off of the grid here in Happy Hour. Weaver, take us through tonight's starting lineup.
With pleasure, Joe. Taking pole position for tonight, set a time of 20.227. It's going to be the 68 car of Joshua Moyers. Outside row 1 is the 2 of Zach Rogers. Sorry, I just saw something crazy there. Row 2, we have the 93 of Jovan Anderson and the 33 of Jeff Goodpaster. Row 3 is the 70 of John Foreman and the 18 of Tyler Mallon. Row 4 is the 9 of Randall Coleman and the 088 of Greg Lovell. Row 5 is the 34 of RJ Bishop and the 8 of Cody Luke. On row 6, we have the 7 of Tyler Stallhood and the 41 of Denny Carroll.
See cars out there making laps here in Happy Hour. It's fixed setup tonight, so everyone's got the same thing underneath them. It'll all come down to which driver can seal the deal and claim a victory here tonight. Joshua Moyer's pole sitter there in the 68. You see him out there on track. Again, we talked about it. He's in one of those must-win situations. I mean, we've both been here for a while. We've both been around the league. Josh has been around the league for a long time. I wouldn't mind having my driver that is in a must-win situation. If his name was Joshua Moyers, I wouldn't honestly feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, I mean, definitely starting off the night right. It's got to be a big confidence booster, some momentum going into this race, but still 175 laps to be run where anything can happen. You can never feel too safe here at Martinsville.
Reminder too, folks, next Sunday night we will be back live for the season finale from the Homestead Miami Speedway. Coverage of that one will kick off at 9 p.m. Eastern time as well, so we encourage you to make sure, if you haven't already, you're subscribed. Click like, you click the bell icon to be notified when we go live so you don't miss a second of the action here on JTN. Car's going to be taking some time down the pit lane. See Tyler Mallon there in the 18 getting some laps in. Jeff Goodpaster right behind. In the 33, Randall Coleman also in the back of the picture. It's gonna be an interesting dynamic tonight. 50, 50, and 75 are 3 stages here this evening. So stage points also, you know, Moyers could point his way in. It would need a miracle to do so, but could do it in theory.
I mean, I think if he can win the race, win the stages, Randall Coleman have a little misfortune. The opportunity's there, but...
Well, you win the race, you're in. Right?
Well, he can finish second, win the stages, and Randall Coleman have some misfortune, and I think he could still do it, but it's always easy to just go out there and win your way in. I thought you were out there for a second, Joe. I saw that 2-car Zach Rogers. That's where he used to have a car that looked similar to that one.
Oh, whoa. Did you see this 93? What is Joven doing? Oh, and Tyler Mallon just wrecked Randall Coleman? Wow. Right.
Yeah, it looks to me like Joe Anderson's just hanging out.
Oh, yeah?
Never just hung out before, Joe?
Not like that.
You gotta try it sometime. Now he's got some friends. Oh!
Oh, my. Wow. I think they're trying to help him.
Might need to call the fire department. Get a cat out of a tree. You ready, Joe?
I am. I'm ready. I'm just hanging out with Joven Anderson. You know, we saw a pretty good race here earlier today.
Yeah, we did.
I'm assuming you enjoyed that race very much.
I don't think you could get a finishing order any better for the top 2 for me.
I hear some fun stats coming across the teleprompter.
Fun stats?
Well, they don't have anything to do with racing, unfortunately. Maybe we'll save them for later. That's the noises of these cars, right? I mean,
I think I remember there was a time where they did sound like that, but
if they're not going to take it seriously, how can I take it seriously, you know?
that was our happy hour too.
We're getting happy, all right. Drivers being called to their cars. We await the command to get engines fired here from Martinsville. As there's the command, Joshua Moyer is going to be leading us to green with Zach Rogers to the outside. Row 2 is Joe Van Anderson and Jeff Goodpaster. John Foreman, Tyler Mallon, Randall Coleman, Greg Lovell, RJ Bishop, and Cody Luke, your top 10 here for the start. It's a quick one, folks, so that's why we're going to speed through it. 175 laps here tonight from the Martinsville Speedway. Green flag, we're underway racing here in the round of 6 elimination race at Martinsville. Moyer is already out to the lead, clear of Zach Rogers on the outside. Here comes Joe Van Anderson to the inside of the 2. Going to be looking for second here down the back straightaway.
Zach Rogers still stuck on that high side. Going to try and squeeze down here. He's got room in front of Goodpaster.
Things get figured out. 33 way wide through turns 1 and 2 on lap 2. Tyler Mallon going to get through, and they're going to... I think those cars were inside of each other.
Uh-oh.
But they're still going. I am all sorts of confused, and we're on lap 3.
Deep drive into the corner for Tyler Stallhead towards the back. Getting around Cody Luke. I believe that's for the 9th position. Oh, we got one down on the apron.
Oh, that's John Foreman in the 70.
He might have had a little help there.
We stay green.
No help, all alone for John Foreman.
How tough is 175 laps of this going to be tonight for these drivers?
Slow car on the front stretch, 41 car, Danny Carroll.
Slow car. Get some replays. The 41 just going to bounce off the curb and then bounce off the wall.
Yeah, that looks like a controller issue there. Some sort of wheel disconnect maybe for the 41 of Denny Carroll.
Good job, John Foreman, as Weaver said, self-spinner-rooney.
Top 4 still under a blanket. Everybody else kind of minding their P's and Q's.
Minding them.
Yeah, you gotta mind them. Oh, you gotta mind them.
Always. Weaver, do you like time travel?
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Yeah, I guess. It'd be, like you said, I think it'd be pretty cool. You know, it's say you had a magical, I don't know, grandfather clock. What, where would you want it to take you? Or when, I guess, is the more appropriate way to ask the question.
I wanted to take me back to where it all went wrong, Joe.
Where what?
Take me back to where it all went wrong.
Oh, man.
You see, that's all I'll tell it. And it'll take me there, and I'll finally figure out whose fault it really all is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How you get to the bottom of things.
What do you say where it all went wrong? Do you mean for, like, humankind or your own personal life?
I'd leave that in the hands of the
Okay.
the time machine.
You'll trust the magic?
Yep.
Fair enough.
Whatever they want me to fix is where it's going to take me. I'd hope.
Joshua Moyers in the 68 is out in front. Joe Van Anderson now in second. Zach Rogers, Tyler Mallon, your top 4. Rounding out your top 10 is the 33 of Jeff Goodpaster. Talked about Goodpaster being in a must-win situation, just like our leader, Joshua Moyers.
Not exactly the start Jeff Goodpaster was looking to for this race, as he kind of sees those top four pulling away from him here, but a lot of racing left. Nobody in this top four able to really break away. Moyer's holding steady with a 2 to 3 car length gap back to second. Jovan Anderson. Zach Rogers close on the tail of that 93. Alan Allen close behind him.
As we lost our camera feed. That's awesome. Trying to bring that back up, but Weaver's going to take you radio style.
Here they come out of the corner on the gas, cross start finish line. Now they're going to hit the brakes here going into turn one. They're going to turn left real hard here. Martinsville got to turn left real hard. Got to wait, get back on the throttle, get back on the throttle real quick here. Not for long now, because remember, we're at Martinsville, so they're going into turn three already. Back on that brake heavy, turning left again heavy. You know what it is. It's Martinsville.
Drivers, to your cars.
Lap car approaching for the leaders here. 41 car, Denny Carroll. Trying to stay on the lead lap after that little hiccup earlier.
Camera's restored here. See Denny Carroll just at the front of the screen. Here comes Joshua Moyers trying to put this 41 car, Denny Carroll, a lap down. See the rest of the field kind of backing up behind Jovan Anderson right now in the 93. There's a little bit of tension there with those three cars behind the 68 from Thursday night. Weaver, I know you weren't a part of that call, but there were some things that happened in that race at Martinsville. Got some people upset.
Some happenings.
Some happenings indeed.
So here's the thing. When you come to Martinsville, it's guaranteed. Not every driver's going to leave happy. It's just that's your short track
Two
race.
of these three did not leave happy Thursday night. Let me tell you that. And I think the third was still a little upset. Like to congratulate the Denver Broncos on breaking the streak. Did you see this?
The streak.
They hadn't beat the Chiefs since 2015.
All it took was a little Russ magic.
Just gotta let Russ cook. Joshua
Something
Moyer's
like that.
tapping the wall there off of turn number 2. We're halfway through stage number 1.
I'll tell you what's surprising to me with this race, Joe, and that's the car running around in 7th place right now. Having some struggles here early. Doesn't seem to be hitting the corners all too well here, just riding along, but Randall Coleman's someone who usually does pretty well here at Martinsville.
Well, and Randall is that last guy on the cutoff, and he would be the one that would be eliminated should we get a new winner here tonight, especially with the 93 and 18 running up towards the front. Randall hitting the wall there off of turn number 2.
This is not looking like a very Randall-esque drive, is it, Joe?
No, and he's not hitting those pro laps like he normally does, you know?
No, especially at Martinsville, known for hitting the pro laps here, but struggling early. Hopefully he can find his rhythm here soon because, like you said, he's on that cup line. If Moyers was to win or we were to get another winner, he would be the one going home. And right now, finishing 7th in this stage, Moyers winning the stage.
Points.
That's a good point swing. That's going to open up the picture for the points possibility.
Cody Luke at the 8, now down on pit road.
Seems like a little early of a stop there for the 8 car.
But it's been the Joshua Moyers show for 31 laps here tonight for Martinsville. Closing in on John Foreman. Going to put the 70 lap down if he can get by him. Foreman had that self-spin issue earlier on that got him behind the 8 ball tonight.
The lap cars have all but taken away the little bit of a lead that Moyers was able to establish on second place there, so he's going to hope to get past Foreman here soon, but Foreman not. You know, he's still running good laps. He just had that little slip up. He was running close to the top 5 when he had that spin.
Oh, Zach Rogers around. Tyler Mallon just put the chrome horn to the back of the 2, sent Rogers spinning.
Green flags still out.
Love it. Love it. Let's get a replay.
Oh,
gets
there's the caution.
super aggressive going into the corner. Gets to the back of the 2 on exit. I don't know. Super aggressive might be a little overzealous, but Tyler get back on the gas and bonk.
Yeah, I mean, real tough situation there too with the field kind of getting held up by that lap car, John Foreman. They were all checking up there through that corner.
Hey, John did a great job, though. Stayed on the lead lap here. Gets the caution that he needed.
Absolutely, John Foreman doing what he had to do in that situation. Like you said, to stay on that lead lap.
Right about the 68 just pulled a huge gap on the rest of the pack. Coming to pit road. See all the leaders pitting here from Martinsville. Folks, we'd like to remind you, got some more great racing action coming up here on JTN. It's Bomb Squad Racing Phoenix Week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Trucks, Cup, and Xfinity. 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time each night. Tune in. We got the coverage for you here on JTN, presented by our friends at SchemeHaven.com. It is about the simplest schedule, upcoming races schedule reading I will ever do, Weaver. Yeah,
Looking
we're at
back on
Phoenix.
it, looking back on it, I had to make sure there. Like Joven was the one with the mistake on pit road. He was going 35 for the first half of pit road there.
What a silly goose.
Big call there by Jeff Goodpasture to get some track position here early. I know he still took 4 tires. There's a real good stop there by that 33 crew. That's the kind of stop you need here if you got to win this race to get on to the next round.
Get a good one, you get a good one, you get the track position here for the restart. Be the outside of Joshua Moyers here. Got comments from Cody Luke down the outside the infield care center. Saw the 8-car pull off. He said it's just terrible out there. Ruh-roh. 9 laps to go here in stage 1. Joshua Moyers trying to hold on to the stage victory. Wait for the green to be displayed. There it is, and we're back underway here from Martinsville. Warriors clear with the lead down the back straightaway. See Joe Van Anderson through into second. Goodpaster tried to send it down there to the outside of the 93 hill. Jumped down in front of Greg Lovell in the 088 here off of turn number 4. So it's Moyers, Anderson, Goodpaster. See Zach Rogers aggressive on the outside of the 088. Now Tyler Mallon in the 18 going to look to the inside. Lovell gets loose there off of the corner, getting back on the gas. And here comes Mallon now to the outside of the 088 for the 5th spot.
Big loose off turn 2 there for Lovell. Now going to be able to clear Mallon and take over that spot. But Mallon going to peak low here, get up under that 088.
Drivers struggling to get back on the gas on corner exit here tonight. Nothing too uncommon, but you can see how that's probably going to be frustrating for these guys when they're trying to make passes for position. Back up front, top position is Joshua Moyer, still in the 68. He's led every green flag lap here this evening. Joe Van Anderson now in second. Jeff Goodpaster, Zach Rogers, and Tyler Mallon, your top 5.
Joe Van Anderson staying close to that 68. Kind of saw Moyers now start to pull away. This is about what happened in the first run, but close back in on that 68 car a little later in the run. So got to be careful. Maybe navigate those lap cars a little better.
Be a little more, maybe be a little more forceful with them, trying to get around. It seemed like he was just being a little too nice. I can guarantee you the bumpers still work the same. They're not painted chrome anymore, but they still work the same. Zach Rogers to the inside, a good pass there. He saw the two lock him up a little bit. Shuffles up the track through the center of the corner, completes the pass for third. Bill spoke with those tires like a son of a gun. Is Zach Rogers in the number 2? Hi, Cody. Thanks for tuning in after parking it tonight. Josh Moyers won stage number 1. Jovan Anderson, Zach Rogers, your top 3 in that opening stage. Laps, they just go too quick here. Weaver, I lose track.
Yeah, they're going by quick. That's a big swing there for Joshua Moyers on that 9 car of Randall Coleman. Randall coming in 7th there in stage 1. We're going to take a little bit more for Moyers if he wants to plan his way into the playoff final 3, but he's doing what he's got to so far.
Oh, just make it simple. Win the race, right? I mean, that's what I think this team came into tonight. That was their goal. They're executing right now. They'll have to do it for another 125 laps or so. But they're executing. They're running on all cylinders. Name the cliche and then say it about this 68 car tonight. As Jovan Anderson and Zach Rogers are closing in once again here, working lap 57. Thank you, Cody. The good pastor has fallen back behind Greg Lovell. He is now 6th. On that restart about 20 laps ago, got up to 2nd with a good pit stop in the 33. They've fallen back here. It's about where they were running beforehand, though. Randall Coleman back there in 7th. 8th is now John Foreman, Denny Carroll, RJ Bishop, and Tyler Stallhood, who is wheeling it, trying to run away from these leaders as they're closing in on the 7. Zach Rogers working to the outside of Jovan Anderson here off of turn number 4. They're going to be side by side heading down into turn 1. Battle for the 2nd spot is on. 2 car washes way wide there. Through corners 1 and 2. He'll have to get back down in line. Anderson takes the 2nd spot. And here comes the 2 once again to the inside down into turn 3. They'll battle side by side once again down the front straightaway. Rogers inside of Jovan. And Jovan and Tyler Mallon, they're in that bright green number 18. They're both locked in based on how many starters we had tonight. Oh, Tyler. Woohoo. Locking them brakes up, Weaver. Caution.
We got a slow car on the back. Oh no, it's the 33s going through the garage area.
Correct.
Back out on track.
I think he just spun by himself. Coleman was coming through the 9. Caution comes out.
Oh, wow.
Split
Good thing,
strategy.
good thing those barrels aren't real.
Yeah, we're not gonna break that immersion. So Moyers comes down the pit lane, so does Randall Coleman, but top 4 cars staying out. I have to think the 33 is going to come down pit lane this time by. He was catching back up to the field when they took their first crack at pit road. Interesting strategy split here at the front, Weaver.
Yeah, very interesting. I'm not too sure on that one.
Staying out or hitting? Either?
I'd say I think I would rather have pit there.
Okay.
I mean, those tires got quite a few laps on them. We've only used one set, and we're getting towards halfway.
Going back. Looks like the pace car lights are out. We're going to go back green. Double it up really quick. Zach Rogers with control for the restart. Anderson outside. Joshua Moyer's first car on new tires back in 5th. And back away we will go. Green flag once again here from Martinsville after a second caution of the night. Rogers going to be able to pull away with the lead. See Tyler Mallon now inside Joe Anderson in the 93. They'll be side by side for the second spot down into turn 3. They're also side by side behind them for 4th. That's Moyers in the 68, who's going to try to get to the inside of the 93. Wasn't able to. He'll have to settle for 4th for the time being. These guys are dirt tracking it right now, Weaver.
Letting that rear end hang out and all you can on throttle off corner here at Martinsville. That's what it's all about.
It is Zach Rogers, though, out in front of the field in that number 2 Toyota. Tyler Mallon starting to apply some pressure here down the front straightaway. Closing in ever so slightly on that, too. I already sent him once. Probably not. Probably doesn't want to do it again, at least until towards the end of this race.
You gotta save that second one for later.
Rogers was the winner 1 week ago at Mid-Ohio. I'm telling you, Weaver, track name has never been more correct.
Wow.
Ohio is, in fact, mid.
No, I saw something the other day that made me consider moving to Ohio.
Was it money related?
No, it was a house.
Well, yeah.
What?
Houses are money related, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, at a certain level.
What did the house
I
have?
didn't. I just liked the way it looked.
Oh.
It was a really neat house. Really cool house. I'll send you the link later.
Okay. Where was it?
Ohio.
Yeah, okay, you don't know.
Exactly.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's
Maybe,
fair.
I don't know. Cleveland or I don't know.
Cleveland? I just try to think that Ohio doesn't exist. You know?
Cleveland Natty.
That you just made 2 cities angry. How does Ohio get 2 professional sports teams in baseball and football. Why do they deserve to?
Well,
This
Joe,
is-
here's the thing.
we're at Martins.
Big cities.
Yeah, I know. Boo. Can they at least give Cincinnati to like Kentucky or something?
Does Kentucky really deserve it?
More than Ohio.
At least Ohio's fun.
There. You just broke my brain. You can't be saying that.
Joe, if there was no Ohio, you wouldn't have the rivalry, and you wouldn't have any fun of rivalry.
Yeah, and I also wouldn't have their head coach in hiring. No, you know what? Never mind.
Top four pretty close here at Martinsville. Everybody under a blanket here. Zach Rogers still leading the way.
Gap between the 2 and the 18. It's stayed pretty stagnant. 18 and 93 is a little bit bigger. I think Jovin's really struggling with drive off right now. Seeing Moyer's not really pushing the issue in the 68. Don't really know what his speed is. He just hit the wall there off turn 4, so maybe he is pushing the issue. Definitely trying to get some coming off the corner.
I think 68 maybe trying to be a little careful on this set of tires. Everybody in front of him on older tires, but that also means they're going to be able to put on some freshies before he does.
Mm-hmm.
You have tire limits here in Fast.
Correct. Now that 68 has used an extra set compared to those other cars. Good reminder, Weaver. But if you've used that extra set, you gotta use them, right? You can't.
Yeah, that's why I like the call to pit there. You know, I think just put on the fresh tires.
Yeah.
I think if all goes well, splitting that last little bit in half and using one set then is a good idea.
Fair enough.
Maybe what Moyers might be doing is waiting for these guys to really fall off that cliff if we stay green here. Pick them off then, and then maybe, I think I'd probably pit at the same time, maybe a little later, a few laps later.
And Tyler Mellon looking for the lead once again. Sends that 18 car down to the inside of the 2. Wasn't able to get it that time into turns 3 and 4.
He's trying that backed up Jovan Anderson to open the door for Moyers. He's going to slide on through for third. On a little white window net.
I had to talk with Josh about that car. Really special design there. I like the number font too.
Do as well.
I believe that's the petty number font, right? Or am I completely off? No, it's not, is it? Well,
Might be.
it's close.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to imagine the petty font outside of just the 43. So.
Jimmy Johnson, Legacy Motor Club. Boy howdy.
Lap 93, end of lap 100 is going to be into stage 2. No break there, but are going to award some points. Right now, Randall Coleman got to be feeling good. Moyer's running in third. He's picked up a couple spots. I believe he's up to 5th. Randall Coleman starting to figure it out here in the middle parts of this race.
Tyler Stallhood slow. He had spun by himself. That's what that smoke was. Get out of the way of the leaders. Hasn't been the 7 cars tonight. Like his Castrol teammates earlier today in the NASCAR Cup Series race with, whoa, Zach. Boy, howdy, don't do that. Kind of like the RFK cars today was not their day. Coming down to the end of stage number 2. We're going to be just 3 laps away from it here. Zach Rogers still with the race lead. Watch to see if Moyers in the 68 might push the issue to try to get at least one more point. He's virtually in a must-win situation, but you never know. Plus, you'll always take the extra point, won't you?
Always.
You don't need to go for 2, right?
Well, there's always, like I said, time and a place, Joe.
I'm in a place. One to go in the stage.
1 lap to go, looking good for Zach Rogers to win it. Moyer's looking to get one more spot here on Tyler Mallon, but don't think he's going to get it done this time.
Into 3 and 4 we go. Zach Rogers going to take home the stage 2 victory. Now into the final stage, that final stretch, Weaver, of 75 laps here at the paperclip.
75 laps to come, a pit stop still to come for everybody in the field. Going to be a close race coming down to the finish. Some of these guys saved them an extra set in case we get some yellows here late. Shaping up to be a good one, Joe.
We encourage you at home, if you haven't already, to click the like button on the video and make sure you're subscribed to us here on JTN. Now we're just watching these top 4 right now. They've been with each other all night long. Joshua Moyers led the early portion of this race. Zach Rogers has led since in this number 2 car. Been some good, clean, short track racing tonight.
Yeah, there's some real good racing here tonight. Got a lap car coming. It's Denny Carroll. Greg Lavelle going to be one of the first to come down pit road here. We got a caution, Joe.
Oh, man.
I believe something happened to Joe Van Anderson.
It did. And we were slow to see it.
Oh, no. Battle Loop coming together with the lap car of Denny Carroll there off turn 4.
Oof. Well, Weaver, you can make it to the end from here.
You can. I think all these drivers got that in mind. At least our leaders coming down pit road.
These sub cars staying out. Feels like tires don't really mean all too much tonight.
Well, if you're Josh from Warriors, you really hope they don't mean a whole lot because I believe he just put on his last set of the day.
These other guys might not even use that other set either, you know?
Yeah, but there's a certain peace of mind with having it sitting in your box, you know. They ain't got no tire bill. It's all fake, Joe, so. they don't mind seeing a couple sets sitting in that pit box after a race. You know, just speaking of tires, we're seeing something tonight. Seeing some good racing here at Martinsville. We saw some good racing today at Martinsville.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might have been greatly in part due to some tire changes.
Tires, yeah, new tires. Goodyear brought after their tests at Richmond and Phoenix earlier this year with the next gen car. It sounded like this tire laid a lot of rubber down on the track. Laid so much rubber down on the track that it broke the pace car. But
nah, that just happened because that was a piece of crap Chevrolet. But
hey, you said it, not me. If the fine folks at GM want to sponsor us, feel free. I could use a new car.
I gotta get you that forward. They got a
Hey.
CEO that cares about racing.
Yeah, but no comment. But yeah, new tire made a difference. I think enough difference, not as much as we want, but at least something that I think threw a different challenge at these drivers and made a good race today. And that's all you can really ask for. Zach Rogers going to be leading us back to green. Josh Moyers in the 68 to the outside. Come back to lap 113 to 175. We're back underway here from Martinsville. Denny Carroll way wide down into turn 1. You see the two car going to make the pass there on Moyers. Now here comes Tyler Mallon in the 18. 68 and 9 both got into the outside wall there off the corner. Mallon through into second. Moyers now has to slot into third. Battles on for fourth between the 33 and 9. John Foreman getting to the wall further back. Oh, good pass there. Issues down into turn 1. Saw Joven up the track into Randall Coleman. Things are going on in the back. It's at the back of the top 5 right now, Weaver.
Big race in here. Joe and Anderson racing. Maybe not a little. We got contact.
Forming around. Oh, he's back straight.
He got it going back straight.
But we're under caution.
Yellow still comes out.
Well, we ain't even registering that the caution came out. Wow, okay. I think they just got a little too quick on the trigger that time, huh?
Yeah, it's a tough one there, Joe, because that definitely looked like it was going to be a big wreck. But John Foreman just ended up getting bumped back around, going straight, and everybody was okay. But
Tyler Stahl had said, "I got you." Oh, 7 cars spinning on pit lane. That's dangerous. Flagman's getting a workout too. Are you seeing this?
Up on the stand,
Yeah.
he stays yoked.
He is waving that flag.
Well, you know how everybody thinks when we come here to Martinsville. He probably knew he thought he was gonna have a long day up there waving that flag. So came nice, well prepared. Thankfully, we haven't seen him do his job all too much tonight.
I got a question for you, Weaver.
What's that, Joe?
Do you understand what the Packers are doing? Get in the realm of football.
In what sense?
Just any sense. I mean, Jordan Love looks lost. We're giving Aaron Jones the ball 6-7 times. What's going on there?
Well, I mean, as far as Jordan Love goes, I think he's all right.
Okay.
I mean, obviously he hasn't looked great, but I don't think anybody looks great with the team and scheme that we're running right now. I think there's going to have to be a long review of the coaches this offseason.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it hurts me to say. Love Matt LaFleur. He's done a lot of great things, but starting to look like it may have been more talent than a coach thing.
Been all talent out in front. Seen Zach Rogers pull away with the lead last couple of restarts. Tyler Mallon talented. As all these guys are talented. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, they're back single file 1-2.
Go file 1-2, but not further in the back is Randall Coleman fighting on the inside of Jovan Anderson here for 4th place.
See, we're making. Oh no.
Oh. Contact there with Goodpaster and Stallhood. They're gonna figure it out and get single file.
If you're Goodpaster in the 33, I don't think you're too pleased with the 7.
No, I think you kind of seen that there with Goodpaster quickly sending it back under the 7 now. Stallhood thought about doing the same, but
Stallhood was like, "I'll give you that. I'll give you this one. Take it."
get so many though. Jovan Anderson hot on the bumper of Moyers now after getting by Randall Coleman. He's driving with a purpose.
So for Coleman, right now running in 5th, the only thing he just can't have Moyers or Goodpaster win, and he's fine. The 18 and the 93, they're good. They're just out here trying to win a race. Get a clock. Tick-tock. What does that do if you're the 18 and the 2 right now, knowing that the 68, if he can get up to you, he's in a must-win. He's might get into desperation mode relatively quickly here with only 50 to go.
I'm sorry, what was that, Joe?
Oh, we're under caution. I'll ask it again once we go back green.
Perfect. This one might be for that 7 car of Stallhood slow.
Oh yeah, he was a top down the back straightaway. Spinning. Here we go. Bonk.
Luckily that one didn't
Bonk.
bounce and back up into traffic there.
Phil gonna try to get reset here quickly. They're already doubling up. I think Boyers is gonna need to get a little more aggressive here on this restart, Weaver.
Yeah, track position not being kind to that 68 team right now. They have to get up there. Time's dwindling. About 50 laps to go. A little under 50 laps to go when we go back green here.
All right, who's gonna make like Ryan Blaney and claim the victory here tonight? Zach Rogers, he's got familiar Blaney colors, but not the ones that he was running. RJ Bishop's run Discount Tire. I think that's who I'm picking to win here, Weaver. RJ's got the colors. Green flag.
Down off turn 2, Rogers clear up high. Takes that spot. Moyer's still fighting off that 93 Joe, and he's going to clear him here in 3 and 4.
Haven't seen anyone try the little okey doke tonight. I know we're probably too late to even see that happen, but 1-2 have been pretty good about getting back to 1-2 down the back straightaway on the restarts. Caution's out. RJ Bishop is slow. I am a jinx.
Good job, Joe. Hadn't said his name all night.
I was just trying to be nice. I was trying to, you know, has a really good looking car. I like the red numbers on the Discount Tire car. I think they look really good. Or RJ. Didn't do nothing wrong. Ugh. Re-rack them, restack them.
Re-rack here. Joe, what do you think about pool? You ever play pool?
Pool?
Yeah, pool.
Like with the balls and stuff?
What other pool do you play, Joe?
I don't know. Maybe you're saying you play in a pool. I don't know.
Well, if I was saying play in a pool, what I said, Joe? Play in a pool.
Yes, I
The
played
play
pool
pool
before.
because I'm talking about the balls, the billiards. Is that better?
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I have.
You ever played billiards before, Joe?
No, I've
like
played.
it?
I've played pool before.
I'm gonna leave.
No, don't. Whatever will I do?
Go visit Andy Petrie's rocket ship next door to us.
I wanted to make a video. I wanted to make a video about Andy Petrie today so bad. Because let me tell you, optics not good.
Hey, it happens, you know.
There's these things called doors, and you should probably have these conversations behind them and make sure they're closed. Zach Rogers with control here for the restart, coming to lap 133 of 175. We're back underway.
Restart for that inside line again. Top 4 getting single file. Oh, Zach Rogers goes up the hill. That's going to open up the door for Tyler Mallon now. Good runoff for Rogers is going to keep him clear. Smoke the tires, getting him turning one hot.
What can Tyler Mallon do to get around the 2 of Zach Rogers in the late stage of this race? Can Joshua Moyers get up there and shake up the battle for the lead in the 68 in a must-win situation for Moyers? Will Joe Anderson get back into the battle? Or heck, can Randall Coleman find those pro laps that have characterized his season in 2023? Those are all the questions we're asking, Weaver. We're going to have more, but, you know, those are the ones we have right now.
We're asking the right questions. That's what it is.
Tyler Mellon to the inside. Look for the lead, still side by side here down the back straightaway. Rogers trying to hold tough on the outside. Gonna hug this 18 up the track a little bit. Here comes Joshua Moyers, but Rogers able to get back in line. Mellon with the block down the front straightaway. Here comes the two back inside. Oh boy, Weaver, what's going on?
We got some short track racing here as Malin gets the run down the back straightaway. Going to clear him here into turn 3.
Locked the brakes up, though, on that 18 car. Got lucky that that car didn't slide up the banking that time through turns 3 and 4. Tyler Mellon back with the lead here at Martinsville. FAST Renegade Cup Series, round of 6 elimination race. After tonight, we'll know our 3 championship contenders for next week's live broadcast from the Homestead Miami Speedway. Tyler Mellon out in front, Zach Rogers in second, not part of the playoffs. Joshua Moyers in a must-win here tonight to advance in third, and Joe Van Anderson already knows he's advancing in the 93. He sits fourth. Randall Coleman in fifth, in on points, but if Moyers wins, it would knock the number 9 out. He rides in fifth.
Randall Coleman running 5th, just close enough to see what he needs to do here at the front. Not looking like he needs to make any aggressive moves. Josh Moyer's still pretty far back there in 3rd, but these two are racing hard at the front. Anything can happen. You never know when that door is going to open.
They're smoking the tires at the front too, Weaver.
Oh, they're racing hard.
They're getting everything they can right now. And while they're doing that, the 68 and 93 could be saving their stuff a little bit too to make a charge in the last 25 laps.
I went around 088 off turn 4, still green.
Get a replay. What happened to Craig? Oh, there was some contact with RJ Bishop.
We got a move here for the lead. Zach Rogers up under the 18 of Tyler Mellon. They're going to be side by side down the back straightaway. Mellon just gets that run off on the high side here. A little backwards crossover there from Rogers, trying to go to the outside in 3 and 4. Nothing doing there.
Trying to find a way to get momentum on corner exit to be able to cut to the left of the 18. We're under caution.
Now the yellow comes out.
Or what? Oh, 70 car slow. Uh-oh. Foreman goes for a spin, and that's what brings out the caution.
Down in 1 and 2's stuck up against that inside wall a little bit. That's what prompted that yellow.
So, oh man. So I guess Moyers had one more set of tires?
This would be his 4th set. I thought they only got 3, but I could be wrong on that. Maybe he's not taking tires, which would be interesting, but
Why come down
I
the
don't
lane?
we'll see here.
I need a good pit stop from this. Oh, he missed his box. Oh no. Malin, 2 tires, gonna win the race off pit road in the 18. Might not have even been necessary, Weaver. And might put that team at a disadvantage here for this final 25 or so lap run. Tyler Stallhood in the 7 staying out.
Alright, confirmation I was wrong there. We do get 4 sets.
Okay.
So this would be the last set for the 68. But
Look
at
at
this
you.
point, I don't think they're going to use them.
Yeah. Like you said, you didn't pay for them, right?
Right, but that goes back to maybe I was wrong. Moyers did have a good strategy. He's put on fresh tires every opportunity he could. Now has a lot of ground to make up those starting third on that inside line. Here we go, Joe.
RJ Bishop on the bottom, Tyler Stallhood on the outside. Green flag. We're back underway here from Martinsville. Top two stayed out. 18 only has 2 tires.
Good restart by RJ Bishop there. Tyler Stallhood getting a shot on that outside line. Oh, gonna make contact.
Mallon gets on
Contact
through
Rogers.
for second. Now looking for the lead here off of turn number 4. Randall Coleman slow at caution.
Around. Yeah, Randall Coleman. There was 2 that went. Someone went straight in turn 3, Joe.
Oh, it looks like set. Yeah, 70 just ran into the back of the 9. Misjudged the braking zone, it looks like. And Randall doesn't have any tires laying on pit lane, Weaver.
Oh, no.
So he's used all 4
That's not good.
his sets. He's going to be driving pretty angry here. Knowing Randall. Remember when we were talking about those pro laps?
Mm-hmm.
Anything but here at the end. They're just going to be angry laps. So we'll go back green at the line. Tyler Mallon, the race leader. Zach Rogers in second. Joshua Moyers, Tyler Stallhood, Jovan Anderson, your top 5. Then Goodpaster, Lovell, Coleman, Foreman, and Bishop. Toyota Camry pace car is in. Tyler Mallon with control of the field here for the restart. 22 laps to go here from Martinsville. Green flag.
Zach Rogers with a little bit of a better start there on that outside line. Tyler Mallon going to power through on that inside line. I don't think he's going to clear him, though.
Not going to clear him, and that's what Joshua Moyers in the 68 wants to see, because he can get to the back bumper of the 18, try to slide to the inside of the 2. Wasn't able to do it. Rogers clear for second behind Tyler Mallon in the 18.
You know, if I'm Moyers, I'm not too upset with that. I mean, I'm upset that I'm not winning right now. But the way I've seen these 2 race in front of me, I think anything can happen. Anything's a possibility in these final 25, 20 laps.
Oh, no.
Oh! Big wreck at the back of the field. I believe that's Tyler Stallhood and Jeffrey Goodpaster collected up into the outside wall.
The replay of it here, 33 up into the 7. Goodpaster, one of those drivers, again, needing to win tonight to advance. It has not been the 33's night. It was a night that was pretty promising to start. It's gone downhill, and here the latest example. Ugh.
And nothing really going the way of Jeffrey Goodpaster in this race where he needed it all to go his way. Not what he's looking for. Going to still try and salvage a good finish, though.
Go back green with I don't know, 16 laps to go, 15 laps to go. And at a point where we're gonna have to just wait and see what happens. How aggressive does the 68 get? How aggressive does the 9 get? Because another thing to watch, Randall Coleman lining up right behind Joshua Moyers. If Coleman can get ahead of the 68, he can kind of control that 68, you know what I mean? Keep him from winning. If you keep the 68 from winning, you keep yourself in the championship fight next week. Race manipulation, Weaver. Race manipulation.
Uh-oh.
What? We never accuse anyone of doing that, right?
You can't have any of that. Never.
Never.
No one's ever manipulated a race in the history of ever.
Can't insult the integrity of the game.
Except for everyone in this.
Well, here we go. Green flag, 60 to go. RJ Bishop out of line further on back in the field. They're side by side for the lead. They're side by side for third. Off of turn number 2, it's going to be Tyler Mallon with the race lead. There's contact. Here comes Joshua Moyers.
Mallon wasn't quite clear of the 2 there. Rogers there out of turn 2, but comes up. Now he is clear. Ooh, Rogers with a close move there. Oh, he's going to turn the 18, and he's going to get turned. Everybody's getting turned. We're all wrecking it after the whole field. Oh, my goodness, Joe.
Folks, we've caught our breath because that was absolutely breathtaking. Here's the replay: 2 into the 18, 68 into the 2. Oh, well, we're spinning. 93's going around. Whole field wrecking.
Did any car not make contact with another car in that?
I don't think so.
Oh, the RJ Bishop. Hold on. Oh no, there's no way, Joe.
What happened?
At the end, it was over. Oh man, no car got away without making contact with another car. That is incredible. I have never seen anything like it.
Weaver is giddy for the fans at home right now.
Oh
my goodness.
Have you ever? They were still wrecking.
Cue the Benny Hill music, says Antonio Irvin in chat. Yeah.
Well, Joshua Moyers, Tyler Mallon, both going to be starting at the back here. John Foreman finds himself in the lead after all of that. Randall Coleman going to be restarting. Outside
he just drove through it. Let's go on board with the 70, see how he got the lead here. Because he's at the back when this incident happens. See it happening up ahead. Watch the 70. He's just going to drive right through. Boop, boop, boop. All right, well, we're coming back green quick. As you said, John Foreman in the race lead, Randall Coleman, Jovan Harrison, Zach Rogers, Tyler Stallhood, your top 5. Green flag, we're back underway. 11 laps to go. Oh, Craig Lovell. Oh, no. Randall Coleman has the lead.
Oh, Foreman missing the corner a little bit there. Going to run Zach Rogers wide, but everybody makes it through clean. Randall Coleman pulling away.
Randall Coleman is loving what he's seeing in his mirror right now.
10 laps to go last time by. Josh Moyers letting it all hang out back there in the back of the field. He's He needs some help.
He's going to need a lot of help. Oh, 70's in the wall.
Oh,
18's in the wall.
Foreman bouncing off the wall. Cut back down there. And oh, we got contact with Rogers. Foreman's loose. Oh, we're going to wreck him again. Oh, they keep it clean. How'd they do it?
Randall Coleman is just loving this right now in that 9 car. He is half a straightaway ahead of this mess.
I could not imagine what is going through the mind of one Randall Coleman right now. And clean track ahead for Zach Rogers, but he's got a little bit of a gap here to make up. This time at the line. Little under a second back from Randall Coleman and not too many laps to get that lead down here.
Tyler Mallon to the inside of Goodpaster in the 33 into turn 3 and 4. Mallon back up on the podium after that melee. But Randall Coleman out in front of the field. He's only got a lead for 5. Zach Rogers is there. Whoa. That was
Zach
a
Rogers
send.
driving hard. Tyler Mallon close there in third. Randall Coleman's going to have a lot of company in these closing 5 laps.
He's holding on. Weaver, what kind of laps is he running right now?
Oh, he's got to run the proest of pro laps right now, Joe. No mistakes. Got to keep that car on the bottom. Can't give any line to this 2-car Zach Rogers or he's going to blow your doors off.
Tyler Mallon all over the back bumper of the 2. Now looking to the inside into turns 1 and 2.
File that under things. Randall Coleman loves to see a fight for second while he's pulling away here with the lead.
No love lost between drivers 18 and 2 here, battling for position. Mallon going to take it, and we'll have 3 laps to find a way around the 9.
Joe, don't look too soon. Driver in 4th, number 33, Jeff Goodpaster. He needs a win here today. All he needs is the top 3 ahead of him. Something happened to them, he's in the playoffs.
Hale Mellon incoming from the 33. Going to be 2 laps to go at the line. Can Randall Coleman hold serve and win here and lock himself into the final 3?
I don't think that 9 car is going to move up off that inside line as the 2 of Zach Rogers gets to the inside of Tyler Mallon. They're battling off of turn 2.
That might be all.
Randall Coleman's loving it.
That might be all that the 9 car. He missed the corner.
He made it, Joe. He's good.
1 lap to go, presented by Death Craver. Check out the book now, available on Amazon.
Mallon's close. He's going to have to give him the bumper. That 9 of Randall Coleman ain't going to move. It's going to happen here in 3 and 4.
Here comes Tyler Mallon. Big send down into the corner. Gets to the back bumper, but it's not going to be enough. Randall Coleman's going to win at Martinsville and lock himself into the championship 3.
Mr. Where did he come from? Randall Coleman had a tough outing today, but gets it done with the win. It was looking like he might have a chance of missing the playoffs, but he's locked in now.
Coleman will get to bring it around and he'll have the opportunity to burn it down to a sold-out house here in Martinsville. Randall Coleman, your race winner here tonight. So Coleman, your race winner. We'll move on to our post-race results. We'll talk with our top 3 finishers, 2 of which will be advancing to the Championship 3 next week live here on JTN from the Homestead Miami Speedway. Talk with Randall Coleman, Tyler Mallon, and Zach Rogers. But first, let's get a word with our friends from AutoSim 2. Have you ever wanted to manage your own racing team? Or what if you could go back in time to see if a particular season could have finished differently? Well, folks, have no fear because AutoSim 2 is here. With fully customizable roster files, you can create your own world or try to recreate the past. Heck, you could even try to predict the future through AutoSim 2's Sim mode. Don't like the passive approach? Well, then get more hands-on in owner mode, where you decide who drives your cars and what companies will sponsor them. Down on your luck? Well, then scout some new talent that will get you to the top. Already super successful? Try moving up the ladder or expanding to truly solidify your racing empire. However you want to play, AutoSim 2 has you covered and is now available for purchase through the Steam store for $9.99. Now go make your mark and build your legacy in AutoSim 2. And again, folks, AutoSim 2 is now available on Steam for $9.99. We encourage you to go check it out. Again, AutoSim 2 now available on Steam. Let's go ahead and start by talking with our third place finisher. He's the driver of the number 2, Zach Rogers. Zach, you got a copy.
What's good, Joe?
Hey, I just saw a pretty entertaining little race there. A lot of green flag action. Saw some good battles between you and the 18 in the late stages. But at the end of the day, third place run for you in this crew. How do you walk away from this race?
I just had a ton of fun, man. I didn't really care. As long as I got a top 3, I think that was about the pace I had tonight. So, it's Martinsville.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to pass. So, Joe, we talked about Thursday. You gotta do what you can, but you don't want to wreck the guy. So, you got to be aggressive, but you want to be clean too.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's Martinsville.
Speaking of, it's Martinsville. We got a pile up off of turn 2, and you were on your side. How did the car feel after being on scraping the driver's side halfway down the straightaway?
Yeah, it was fine. It was fine. We only really got stacked up there because 18 tried to clear me on the restart, and he wasn't quite clear. So, but I cleared him twice, so I guess he figured it was worth a shot. So I can't blame him for that. But yeah, that got us all jacked up. And then I had to run off a 4, so I went for it on going in the 1. And I slammed the brakes because I didn't want to wreck him going in the 1 because he took the line. He had the right to the line. So I didn't want to wreck him, and I stopped. I still kind of got into him, and then Josh got into me. And then next thing I knew, I was spinning, and I think everyone else was spinning with me. And someone came in, and I got popped up on the side. But tire wear wasn't really a thing unless you went about 50 laps on a set. So they were fine. We just, that 18, I think he had the blinders on at the end there, and he was gunning for that win. I think you could say, I feel like me, Josh, Tyler, I think all 3 of us felt like we deserved to win tonight, but track position is the name of the game here. And Randall Coleman ended up getting the lead at the right time, and that's all she wrote.
Well, Zach, a big win here, or a big third place finish here tonight. Congratulations on the podium here from Martinsville. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. Got some great partners on this car, got some great stuff going on, great folks to thank. Floor is yours. You know what to do, buddy.
I got to thank Corsair. Shout out my book, Death Craver. Check it out on Amazon. It's a one to go sponsor here at JTN. Also grateful for you guys for the partnership on that front. And thank you for broadcasting the race here for FAST. I think it was a ton of fun for me racing it. So I'm looking forward to going back and checking out the broadcast and seeing how fun it was for you and Weaver. Got to thank Rowdy Energy. Got to thank my wheel, my setup, my computer, thanking Digital Storm. And got to thank my fellow fuel racing admin, Tyler Stallhood. I did my best there on that one restart where he was in front of me to not run him in the wall, but I got put 3 wide in the middle, and 3 wide in the middle at Martinsville on exit is not fun. But we all went straight out of that. So I think he was understanding of that deal. So yeah, and I got to thank Randall, of course, for letting me race you. It's been fun. One more race to go next week.
One more race to go next week, Zach. Homestead on deck. Again, buddy, congratulations on the podium. As always, pleasure getting the opportunity to talk with you. And again, can't thank you enough for your time.
All right. Thanks, Joe.
Zach Rogers, driver of the number 2, your third place finisher here tonight from Martinsville. Let's go ahead and bring in our second place finisher.
Oh, hi.
He's driver of the number 18, one of your championship 3 next week, Tyler Mallon. I do. Care to divulge that story you were telling?
Just, I was telling Randall that I wasn't going to wreck him for the win.
Okay, fair enough. Speaking of wrecks, there was a big one off of turn 2 at Martinsville. Whole field got involved. How'd you manage to climb back up through the field there in that 10-lap sprint?
I don't know. Honestly, I was just kind of like, whenever I saw a gap, I put the car there.
Okay, if gap car.
Yeah, that's usually not the way I race, but I was locked in on points at that point.
Mhm.
There's as long as I didn't wreck anyone, there was no reason not to do that, to be completely honest. So ran a pretty good race. That's all that matters. Locked in on points with after stage 2, so I had nothing to worry about.
If we turn our attention to Homestead next week, what does preparation look like for you in this 18 team? Obviously, it's fixed setups here at FAST. Everyone's going to have the same thing underneath them. What's maybe the difference in preparation compared to a fixed setup league like we were going to see next week with here at FAST versus if you had all the time in the world with an open setup league?
Well, to be honest, I came into tonight with no practice because I woke up 10 minutes before qualifying because I was asleep. So, and I think I did pretty well tonight. So I might actually just take the same strategy next week and see how it works out.
I don't want to. Weaver, can you quote the great Ricky Bobby for me?
If you ain't first, you're last.
Nope. Wake up in the morning and.
Oh no, that's Randall's quote, not mine.
Fair enough. But
I'll probably put a few laps in during the week. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go. I've got a lot of things to do this week anyway, so
fair enough.
We'll see.
But Tyler, again, congratulations. Great run here tonight for you in this 18 team runner-up finish. I know you wanted to park it in victory lane, but all in all, solid night. Get you into that championship 3. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. Great partners on the car. Got great folks cheering you on. Floor is yours. You know what to do.
Thank you, you guys for broadcasting. I'm going to come back and watch it. Thanks to Interstate Batteries for being on the car, Randall for racing me clean and letting me race this league again. Jovan Anderson for also racing me clean. Josh Moyers being a fantastic competitor, racing me clean. Greg Lovell racing me clean. Cody Luke racing me clean. A lot of people race me clean. Yeah, that's a lot of fun being here. Gonna come back next week and see what I can do.
You want me to prod you a little bit?
Sure.
Okay. Racing with the 2 there. What's I know there was a level of frustration coming off a Thursday night. Seems like you 2 racing really hard tonight. What was your takeaway?
I was just going in there trying to get around him. I got into him once, that was my fault, and then I got into him again, that was also my fault, and then he got into me and it was his fault, so we just kind of moved on pretty quickly as far as I know. So
Okay.
It is what it is.
You're not gonna give me anything? You gonna give me anything?
No, I know you're fishing.
I'm fishing. Hey, I got a fish. Tyler,
Tyler, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to put a muzzle on this guy.
Come on, I just need a little storyline. Tyler, again, as always, it's a pleasure getting the opportunity to talk with you. Can't thank you enough for your time after this one. Can't thank you enough for answering the questions, even if they're not the most comfortable to answer. And again, congratulations on the runner-up finish here tonight.
Thanks, Joe.
Tyler Mallon, driver the number 18. Your second place finisher. We're going to put them back in the same media center. Let's go ahead and grab Randall Coleman. He's the driver of the number 9. He's your race winner here tonight. He moves on to the championship 3. A walk-off win tonight, Randall. I know it wasn't points looked like a viable way through, but I mean, getting the victory makes it a whole lot better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes it a whole lot better. but I was sweating some bullets there. That's for sure.
Joe, can I have this one, please?
Oh, go for it.
Randall,
Hey,
what was
Weaver.
up? What was up tonight?
What you mean?
Listen, I've known you for a while, raced with you for a while. We've raced Martinsville quite a few times. Tonight was not your best performance out there. It looked a little rough early in the going, especially. Weren't as fast. What wasn't clicking tonight?
In all honesty, it took me a little while to get in the groove. There for a while, I just kind of struggled, but towards the end there, I started hitting a lot more consistent laps, and finally found a little bit of rhythm. Still wasn't quite as fast as the 18 or the 2. They were probably the class of the field tonight. Up there racing each other back and forth, but that accordion effect wreck there kind of put us in a good position, and I was just able to hold them off.
You go through to the championship 3 next week, Randall. What is what's the outlook? What's the motivation? I know the 18 and the 93, they've been so quick this year. You're gonna be going heads up with them at Homestead. What's preparation look like this week, and what is going to be the key to seeing this 9-car hoist another championship trophy?
Well, both of them were great drivers. They've gotten a lot of wins this season, but we've been right there with them in the win column. I think this one's number 4 or 5 for us, and I think they're right around 4 or 5 as well. So we're probably on the same page as them as far as being competitive. Like you said, they have been the class of the field for most of the season as far as winning stages, being there at the end of every race. So we just got to focus on the task of trying to find some speed. Homestead's usually one of my better tracks. So, just got to focus. We know what we need to do. We know that we need to go out there and win. That's the big thing, is if you win, you don't have to worry about who's going to be the champion. It's you finish first, you win it.
Well, Randall, finishing first hopefully is on the cards for you next week. Congratulations on finishing first here tonight. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. Got great partners on the car, got great folks helping support you with everything going on here at FAST. Floor is yours. You know what to do.
Yep. First and foremost, gotta thank you and Weaver and Bristol for coming out tonight, giving everybody a show to watch. I know Martinsville can be one of those tracks that you never know what to expect. Obviously, like Weaver said earlier, we were back there in the back for most of the race, and we wound up getting to the front and holding them off and win. So track brings out a lot of interesting things that could happen. So I was glad you all were here to put on the show so everybody could watch this race. Got to thank my sponsors, Napa, Hooters, Tire Pros, and Logitech. We got it done, made it to the final 3. Got to thank my boy Josh. I kind of felt bad that I had to race him for that. I'd rather seen both of us get in there. But he was a lot of motivation for me to try to put my best foot forward and go out there and compete. All these guys that race here every week, I can't thank them enough for coming out and being here with me and supporting this league. Without the drivers, we wouldn't have a league. So I wouldn't have anything to do on Sundays other than sit around,
Aww.
So I'm just kidding. I could figure out something. We all would hang out. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. But yeah, it's got some big things coming up next year again. So looking forward to that, but we got one more week to go. Y'all are going to be here next week with us to end this thing. So hopefully we can get a decent sized field here, put on a show with JTN, and end this season with a bang.
Randall, we're looking forward to it again, buddy. Congratulations on the win here. Again, can't thank you enough for bringing us out to these races, for putting on a great show here at FAST, week in, week out, night in, night out. Congratulations on the win. Good luck next week in that championship 3. And we hope to at least be talking with you after the race. Hopefully with a championship trophy, and if not, at least with a strong running to finish the year.
Hope so. And by the way, just for Weaver, Hi, baby girl. I know you're watching. No
There you
name
go.
drop tonight for you, Weaver. I got
Listen, hey, we learn from our past mistakes. That's all I want to hear.
you. That's right.
Randall Coleman, driver of the number 9, race winner here tonight. Thanks, Randall.
Thanks, guys.
And Weaver, that's going to wrap up our coverage here from Martinsville. Classic good old short track racing at its finest, wasn't it?
Absolutely, Joe. I don't think you can really ask for anything else from tonight's race. It came as advertised, just like we wanted.
Folks, remember, we're going to be live again next week, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Homestead Championship finale. You're not going to want to miss that race. It's going to be a good one. And tune in. Don't miss out. Make sure you're subscribed to us here on our YouTube. Click the bell icon. You'll be notified anytime we go live. We have links to our social media, our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We make posts every race day around midday to keep you up to date on what's going on that night on JTN, so you don't miss a second of the action. You make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube. You click the bell icon here on YouTube, and then also follow us on our other social media so you don't miss those posts. And I believe on those platforms you can set reminders to be notified anytime new posts are made, and you won't miss a second of the action. You'll get a nice little notification that, hey, there's a broadcast on JTN tonight, because you don't want to miss a second of it. Next time we are live is going to be Wednesday night. Bomb Squad Racing Truck Series from Phoenix. And folks, with all of that being said, for all of us here at JTN, for Bristol, our producer, my colleague Joseph Weaver, I've been Joe Townetwork. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time live right here on JTN. So long for now, folks.
Yeah, and they're going to be 3 wide coming to the checker. Never mind, they're going to be... Oh! Turn 4 into the trials of Whitehill and through the grass. It's going to be Noah Joyce winning his first career race in the Red Bull Cup Series.
Off the line and they're wrecking behind him. The other cars flying everywhere. The car's upside down. It doesn't matter. Noah Joyce has done it. He's won a Daytona in a 3 car.
Behind, they're going to be side by side again. Contact there between Sinner and Bordeaux for
The contact! Oakley into the wall. That's going to be Jack Healy coming to the line.
Jack Healy with